All right, what's up, folks? Let's get our hands dirty today. I've been pretty busy lately, so I haven't been doing as much napping as I'd like to, but I need to knock out some more practice on this new Rhyolite I've been collecting. So I'm gonna try and work through a few pieces. Some of the gray and some of the brick red, and just rough out some small bifaces or preforms. We'll see how far I get. But I need to get some practice in, and still kind of learning this material a bit. This looks like it might have an internal crack running in there, so I'm probably going to lose that corner. And there's some stuff going on here where we've got these larger pieces of ashy inclusion, but we're going to work through it. Let's see what she does. Oh, and also I'm going to switch over to hammerstones today. So I really haven't knacked this stuff with hammerstone, just mostly copper, and copper does pretty well, but this stuff is kind of tough, so it does like to chew the copper up a little more than normal chert will do. So, well, see, I just naturally go right for the copper bill. But we're gonna run, let's see, I've got some quartzite hard hammerstones, soft hammerstones, and I've got some sandstone abrasion abraders. Yeah, I got all kinds of friggin' hammerstones laying around. So let's see what we can do. I don't usually run hammerstones, but I need to do it more often. So I think first thing I'm gonna do, since this looks like it has a crack, now it may be healed, we're gonna find out pretty quick. But I'm gonna attack this corner right here and see what happens. If it comes off, cool, that's fine. I don't want it on there anyways if it's not healed. You can see the chalcedony, I'm assuming it's chalcedony, mineralization on a lot of these pieces. So this may be a healed crack. Wouldn't surprise me. Wouldn't surprise me if it wasn't either. And let's see, I think let's try and get a little bit better angle here. That may give you guys a better view of what's going on. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's healed. That flake just kind of ran right past it right there. So, looking like it's not going to be a problem. But even if it is, that's still fine. Not too worried about it. I don't remember where I found this abrasion stone. It's some kind of sandstone, but I wish I did, because this has been the best natural abrader I've ever used. I use this thing constantly, and the day it runs out will be a sad day. It's my favorite. Yep, that one just shot right across it too. So this crack has healed. That's cool. All right, so got some, not a square edge there. Let's get that crap out of the way. this stuff really does. I mean, man, the thing about Rhyolite, it always starts off good, and then it starts to suck. You know, when you're knocking big thinning flakes off and just trying to reduce material, you're smacking the crap out of it. It's a pretty forgiving process, so things always start out good with Rhyolite. And then what I've noticed is, as it's time to get more and more refined and more precise in your flake removals, the Rhyolite starts to fight back. And this stuff doesn't do it as bad. It does a little bit. I mean, you can see this piece I did a weekend or two ago. It's a little hingy still, but man, it's just not as bad as pretty much all the other Rhyolite I've messed around with. That's what I like about this stuff, and it probably has to do with the additional metamorphism or mineralization that this stuff went through as part of these, I think, these associated hydrothermal vents. I'm still kind of trying to dial in exactly what was going on with this stuff, but from literature I've been able to find specific to this location, I believe that's what happened. So I don't know. I think it has something to do with how well this stuff ends up napping. Got through a little spark. You probably didn't see it, but it did. I mostly use copper billets, and so switching to hammer stones always takes a little adjusting and getting used to for me, but I need to start doing it more often. Originally I had planned to at least once a month do like a week where I only use Avo tools, and I really haven't held myself to that, unfortunately, but I should, because in the end it will only make me better. Right? Right. There we go. That's what I was trying to get rid of. Nice. Yeah, I definitely don't have the same finesse that I do with my copper billets. Pretty much at the point now where those things are just an extension of my body. But switching over to hammerstone isn't terrible. And I imagine if I keep doing it more often, it won't take me long to get pretty good with it. The thing about the hammerstones that gets me is it's hard for me to find those angles, those strike angles, because it's just such a different grip style. And that different grip style means that the striking face of the tool is just in a totally different orientation. Makes it more difficult for me. So like, these reduction flake removals are pretty easy, but it's gonna be a little more tricky when I start trying to do some thinning. Yeah, see, that hinged a little bit right there. Again, that's just because my angles are off, but not terrible. It's not great, but it's not terrible. I may switch over to my modern abrader, just so if nothing else I can at least get my platforms set up a little better, and that should hopefully, if I do that, maybe it'll offset and make my improper strike angles, it'll be a little more forgiving. We'll see. Let's see if this See, if I was using copper, man, I'd have that sucker off already. Yeah.
Do you want me to put in some of your chicken and make a salad with those roasted vegetables for you, or?
Yeah, that'd be great. Thank you. pressuring the shit out of this. There we go. That's better. That's a pretty good platform right there, man. Look at that. If I can smack that, that's a good one. I just don't know if I can get it right with the old stoner. Let's see if I can hit it with the old stoner. Yeah, nope. Hinged. Okay, I think I'm about to yield before I ruin this piece too much, before it's too far gone. Let me just switch back over to copper, because I am still learning this material. If I use the tools I'm good with while I'm learning the material, that stands to reason that I'll be able to nap it better than if I'm learning the tools and learning the material. Yeah, this seems pretty logical to me. All right. It's all about logic. All right, let's see what happens if I give her the old swatcheroo. Schmack, schmack, schmack. 3 hits. I've been jacking with that edge for what, like 5 minutes? 3 hits with the old cop bop. Solid. When you're good with it, you're good with it. Right? Right. Whoops. I think I'm just gonna buy a set of copper boppers for harder stuff like this, so it's not because when I work the Georgetowns and hornstones and dacite, obsidian and stuff, I like to have a pretty clean, smooth striking surface, and these things get pretty beat up. I'll grind them down and hit them with the wire wheel on my bench grinder, but yeah, these things are getting a little more beat up than usual with this stuff. Schmack. Schmack. Pow. Good strikes. Good strikes. Good flavorful. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can't even count. Who cares? 4. There we go. There's number 4. Boom. So why buy Rhyolite when there's all the Georgetowns and Flint Ridge and Tiger Church and Keokuk and Dacite and Obsidian and all that other cool stuff, right? Why buy grade material like this? What's so special about it? Well, in my opinion, and it's just my opinion, obviously, you can do whatever you want. You nap whatever you want, do it what makes you happy. Personally, I like to try to nap any damn thing I can find. I feel like the wider variety of material you experiment and explore with, just the better overall napper it's going to make you be. You get better at learning how to read the material as you work through it and adjust as you work through it. If you're on the same stuff all the time, like when I started, I was always napping Georgetown and Hornstone. A little bit of Keokuk, but I hate Keokuk. Keokuk hates me. Like, I could never nap that shit, but a lot of Georgetown, a lot of Hornstone, right? That was it, especially Georgetown. I didn't develop that sense of feel that you get from reading a new material, right? You get so used to Georgetown, and you try something new, it just doesn't come as easy. So I feel like the more I experiment with different materials, like I said, I learn how to read the stone more quickly as I'm working through it. It's something that old Jack Crafty talks about, and I think there's a lot to that. And again, it's another tool in your toolbox. You know, you're sharpening that saw, and long term it makes you an overall better, more skilled napper. At the end of the day, that's what we're all trying to do, right? I mean, some people do it for the artistic aspect, some people do it for the survival aspect, some people hunt with this stuff, use the knives, like really use the stuff, but at the end of the day, we're not dependent on it like they were the folks that came up with this stuff, the old guys and gals. So because it's not a daily necessity, and even though for me, like, it feels like it sometimes when I don't get to nap, everything we can do to improve our skill set deliberately is a good thing. So just some reasons why I think this is a good material to experiment with, and why I'm offering it out there and trying to get it out to people to experiment with and enjoy. It's something different. It's unique to a location. It's part of the historical archaeological record. Yeah, and it's just fun and it's cool. And if you're good at it, which I'm not really, I can schwack out a biface pretty easily, but making a point, I'm still getting there, unless it's Georgetown. But anyways, man, like, unique material, finished point, always has that appeal. Always. Skin stuff off this side. See, and this is where it starts getting kind of hingy. It doesn't like those thinning flakes. But if you set up your platforms good, which I'm not really taking the time to do, I should be, but I don't have a lot of time tonight. If you set your platforms up good, you can overcome that. Just ask my boy Zach. He knows what's up. Over there cranking out Clovis points out of Rhyolite. Right, Zach? Right. Try to roll this edge a little bit. Bring my edge center line up. Which you can do by adjusting the angle of your grip, right? Right. Right. Ah, shit. We will work around it. It is okay. It happens to the best of us. A true master can make it okay again. However, there are no true masters here. Just me. Just that dude. That porcelainite guy. Yep, that edge is butchered. Pretty well butchered. Let's bring it in. Let's focus. There is a save path here. You can see it. But the question is, can I pull it off? That is the question. I don't know. We will find out. Good. Vaughn. What? I didn't say it. Okay. Good. This works. Okay, switch over here. working. Maybe if I'd have paid more attention in the beginning instead of talking, but what's the point of making a video if you're not gonna talk? Makes no sense, right? Gotta talk to people. Nobody wants to watch you just chip. Gotta talk. Gotta explain yourself, what you're doing, right? Okay, I'm gonna switch for now. So there's one little schnazzy biface rocked out, not the fanciest. Little hingy there. Got some cleanup work to do, but like I said, still learning. So I'm gonna switch video and switch pieces.